Hi, everyone, and welcome back to English Talk Show. My name's Clara, and as always, I have Mike with me today.
Hi everyone, it's Mike here.
Mike, what are we going to talk about today?
Today we're going to talk about the weekend.
Exactly. Usually on Mondays, people ask, "How was your weekend?" or "What did you do over the weekend?" And to be honest, it can feel boring to say, "Nothing much." But even if you didn't do anything special, you can still give a confident and interesting answer, and at the same time, improve your English.
So today, as always, we're going to start with a natural conversation about how we spent our weekend using advanced phrases and vocabulary that you can use in real life, day-to-day English.
After that, we'll dive deeper into the vocabulary. This session consists of two sections. First, we'll talk about our weekends using natural, fluent English. Second, we'll explain we advanced phrases and new vocabulary with clear meanings and real-life examples. Make sure to take notes if you like, and don't worry if you don't understand everything the first time. Once you review the vocabulary, come back and listen to the conversation again. It will make much more sense. So let's get started. So, Mike, let's start with you. How was your weekend?
Honestly, it was one of those weekends that started with big plans and ended with me questioning my life choices.
Oh, wow, that already sounds promising. What happened?
Well, on Friday night, I told myself, this weekend I'm going to be productive. Early mornings, gym, meal prep, maybe even reading a book.
Let me guess. None of that happened?
Not a single thing. By Saturday morning, my motivation had completely vanished into thin air.
That's very relatable. So what did you actually do?
I ended up sleeping in, scrolling on my phone for way too long, and convincing myself that I deserved rest because the week had been exhausting.
Ah, yes, the classic "I deserve this" excuse. I use that one a lot.
Same here. But to be fair, I did manage to be a bit social. I caught up with a friend I hadn't seen in ages, which was actually really nice.
That sounds good. What did you do together?
We went out for coffee, and what was supposed to be a quick catch-up turned into a 3-hour conversation about life, work, and all the mistakes we've made so far.
Those are the best conversations, though. Slightly emotional, slightly dramatic, and usually overanalyzed afterwards.
Exactly. I went home feeling nostalgic and also slightly confused about my future.
That's a very adult weekend experience.
What about you, Clara? You look like someone who actually had a productive weekend.
Well, I wouldn't say productive, but it was definitely well balanced. I wanted to slow things down a bit so I didn't overcommit to anything.
That already sounds healthier than my weekend.
On Saturday, I ran a few errands, cleaned the house, and finally tackled things I'd been putting off for weeks.
That's impressive. I usually just move those tasks from one weekend to the next.
Same, but this time I forced myself. And honestly, once it was done, I felt incredibly accomplished.
That feeling is addictive, but very rare.
True. Then on Sunday, I decided to do something just for myself. I went for a long walk, listened to a podcast, and completely unplugged from social media.
Wow, unplugging on a weekend, that's bold.
I know, it felt strange at first, but also really refreshing. I realized how often we're constantly mentally switched on, even when we're supposed to be resting.
That's so true. I spent most of my weekend staring at my phone and still felt tired.
Exactly. Rest isn't just about doing nothing, it's about doing the right kind of nothing.
Okay, I feel personally attacked, but also inspired.
Good, that's the goal. So overall, I'd say my weekend helped me reset and recharge.
And mine taught me that planning to be productive doesn't mean you'll actually be productive.
But you still had meaningful moments, and that counts.
I agree, and honestly, talking about it now makes it sound way better than I did nothing.
Exactly. And that's the point. Even an ordinary weekend can sound interesting when you describe it well. All right, that's how we spent our weekend. Now, let's take a closer look at the advanced vocabulary and expressions from today's dialogue.
Listen carefully, and if you wish, take a few notes as we go along. This part will help you understand how these words are used in real conversations and how you can confidently use them in your own English.
Vanished into thin air. completely disappeared very suddenly. Example, all my motivation vanished into thin air by Saturday morning. Sleep in. To wake up later than usual. Example, I slept in on Sunday because I was exhausted. Scrolling on my phone. Spending time mindlessly looking through content on a phone. Example, I wasted an hour just scrolling on my phone. Convincing myself. Mentally persuading yourself, often to justify something. Example, I kept convincing myself that I deserved a break. Catch up with someone. To meet someone after a long time and talk about recent events. Example, I caught up with an old friend over coffee. In ages. For a very long time. Informal. Example, I haven't seen her in ages. Turned into. Gradually became something else. Example, a short meeting turned into a long discussion. Nostalgic. Feeling sentimental about the past. Example, the conversation made me feel nostalgic. Run errands. To do small tasks like shopping, banking, or picking things up. Example, I spent Saturday morning running errands. Putting off. Delaying something you don't want to do. Example, I was putting off cleaning my room for weeks. Tackle a task. To finally deal with something difficult or delayed. Example, I finally tackled my unfinished work. Accomplished. Feeling proud after completing something. Example, I felt accomplished after finishing everything on my list. Unplug. To disconnect from technology or social media. Example, I unplugged from social media to relax. Mentally switched on. Being constantly alert or thinking about work or responsibilities. Example, I'm always mentally switched on, even on weekends.
All right, so those were the selected words and phrases from today's dialogue. I hope everything is clear now.
If you feel like you missed something, go back and listen to part 2 again. And once you understand the vocabulary, we strongly recommend listening to part 1 one more time. You'll notice how much easier it feels.
Now it's your turn to practice. Pause this video, take a few minutes, and talk about how you spent your last weekend.
Try to use 1 or 2 phrases from today's lesson. This kind of practice will boost your confidence and help you move forward in your speaking journey.
We hope you had a great time learning with us today. Thanks for watching and see you in another great lesson. Bye for
Bye for
now.
now.